Hello everyone and welcome to Nervous Nessie. Today I wanted to share with you 5 tips on how to get through the TSA security a lot smoother. That way you don't have as much anxiety or cause a backup line at the security line. So stay tuned. First thing that you can do to make going through TSA checkpoints a lot smoother is to get the global entry card for TSA pre-check. When you get to the airport, if your global entry number has been entered for your flight, if you print out your boarding pass, at the top it will say TSA pre-check. And when you go through the TSA security, there are 2 lines. There is one line for everyone else, and then there's one line for just TSA pre-check. Don't blindly get into a line. Look for the signs for TSA pre-check, and you'll notice that they are much shorter. And one of the great benefits of having TSA pre-check is that you don't have to take your shoes off or your belt. You don't have to take out all of the stuff out of your bag, like your electronics and your liquids. Now, the TSA does reserve the right to ask you to do those things. They will randomly have someone that they pull out of the line and say, okay, we want you to take your shoes and your belt off before you go through the scanner. And so don't just be a jerk and say, well, I have TSA pre-check. I don't have to do that. No, if they ask you to do it, you still have to do it. But it is great because a lot of people, the majority of everyone in the TSA pre-check line doesn't have to do that. So the lines go so much faster. A lot of people have signed up for the TSA pre-check, so I will say since the pandemic, the TSA pre-check lines have gotten a lot longer than they used to be. It used to be I could just walk up and there was no one there. No one was in line. Now you'll see about maybe 10, 15 people in line, but don't let that discourage you because keep in mind, people are not having to take all these things off of them and out of their bags, so the lines still go a lot faster. The second thing to make things a lot smoother when you're going through the TSA pre-check is to wear slip-on shoes. I've seen people go through with boots on that have all these little buckles and laces and stuff. Don't wear those. Don't. Because everyone's going to be waiting on you. You do not want to be that person that is holding everybody up because you thought you want to look cute in these boots with all these laces and buckles, and everyone's going to hate you. So wear slip-on shoes. I generally wear tennis shoes. I'm carrying my backpack, I'm carrying luggage, I want to be comfortable, so I carry slip-on shoes, and I have my tennis shoes. Now, yes, my tennis shoes are dirty, but I wanted to show them to you. They do have, like, it looks like laces, but it's not. It's just there for decorative purposes. This is fully slip-on. This pair of tennis shoes is Skechers. I love Skechers tennis shoes because they do offer a wide variety of slip-on tennis shoes. I have 2 pair from them that they're my go-to. I always travel with them. For me personally, I feel their shoes are very comfortable, so I get a lot of miles when I walk on my trips, and having these slip-on shoes is just fantastic. Plus, if you're walking around a city and you're constantly having to tie your shoes because they're coming loose, that's just annoying. just wear slip-on shoes anyways. The third thing that you want to do in order to make it smooth to go through TSA is to be mindful of what you're wearing. Don't wear clothes that have a lot of pockets. Inevitably, you're going to put things in your pockets. Your keys, ID, loose change. Especially for men. Men are so used to wearing pants that have pockets so they can put their wallet in there. Just wear something that's not going to have pockets, because if you go through the actual scanner and you have anything in your pocket, it's going to flag, and then you're going to have to step back out and dig through getting all this stuff out of your pockets, and then have to go through again, and it just holds the line up. So if you can wear maybe some joggers or wear something like leggings, something tight fitting that you don't have pockets, it'll make things a lot easier. Same thing goes for having to wear a belt. If you don't have TSA pre-check, then if you are wearing pants that don't need a belt, you don't have to take a belt off. It's a lot quicker. But should you decide that you must have pants that require a belt, then as you're approaching and it's almost your turn, maybe there's 2-3 people in front of you, take your belt off while you're waiting. Don't be that person that it's their turn and then they go, and now I'm gonna take my belt off, or and now I'm gonna take my shoes off. Don't. I personally don't like being barefoot, especially in public places. The beach, I like being barefoot, but being in public places, I don't like being barefoot. It's kind of gross. So make sure I wear socks if I have to take my shoes off. And if it's coming up my turn and I have a person or two in front of me, I can quickly take my shoes off, stand there with my socks, put my shoes on the conveyor belt, and then go through and retrieve all of my stuff once I've gone through this scanner. Just be mindful of everyone is waiting on you. Everyone behind you is waiting on you. So don't wait to the last minute to take your backpack off and put it on the conveyor belt, or take your laptop out of the bag. If you do need to do all of those things, then be courteous and tell everyone else, go ahead, don't wait on me. I'm doing my thing over here to the side. You can bypass me instead of having to wait on me. Don't be that jerk that is standing there taking all your stuff out and be like, no, you can't pass me. Don't do that. That's gonna make everyone very mad at you. The fourth thing that you want to think about in order to go through the TSA checkpoint smoothly is keep the things that you need to get out of your bag easy to get. I have my backpack and I make sure that my liquids bag is right there on top. That way when I go to unzip it, it is right there. I can just easily grab it should they need to see it. Same thing goes for your driver's license or passport, because they're going to have to see that. And also your electronics. If, let's say, you have a tablet and it's buried underneath all of your stuff, but you have to get that out, you're going to be pulling all this stuff out. Everybody's going to see all of your stuff, and then you're going to have to repack all of that. Just have it easy to pull out very quick and just put it in the little tray. That way it can go on the conveyor belt. And the last thing to think about when going through the TSA checkpoint is, if you have liquid medications, declare those. I personally have a liquid medication that I have to carry, And so whenever I put my stuff on the conveyor belt, I just look to any one of the TSA agents that is there. Maybe it's the person who's ushering me through the scanner. Maybe it is the person actually scanning this stuff. Whatever it is, find the person that you can communicate with and declare to them, by the way, I have liquid medications. Because as they're going through the scanner, you're going to have your liquids bag and they're going to be able to see that it's in a quart-sized bag. Now, you don't have to put your liquid medication in that liquids bag. It is completely exempt. You can have a bag for your medication and a bag for your liquids. And if your bag for your medication has the liquid medication in there, they're going to be like, this liquid is not in the liquids bag. What is this? And they're going to ask you about that if you don't declare it. Now, not every time am I able to find someone to go, hey, I have liquid medication in my bag. And not every time do they even care. Sometimes it's like, okay, whatever, go on, move along. But I had one time recently where I was going through the Los Angeles airport and I kind of got complacent and didn't declare that I had liquid medication in my bag. Boy, did they flag my bag. It went through and they were like, excuse me, is this your bag? And I said, yeah. And they're like, oh, we need to get into your bag because I have TSA locks on there. I offered and I said, would you like me to take the lock off of there? And they were like, sure. Another little tip for you. If they need to get into your bag and you have locks, take the lock off, hold your lock, and then step away. Because I was trying to be nice and helpful. I started to open the bag to pull it out. They don't like that. They do not like that. They don't need your help. They don't want your help. So just take off the lock for your bag and step back. Let them do their job. But he was able to pull the medicine out and test it. He basically just sat it on a machine, pushed some buttons. It was good to go. But yes, you want to declare your liquid medications, and that will make going through the TSA checkpoint a lot smoother for you. I hope you enjoyed today's video about some things to think about to make life so much smoother for you going through TSA at the airports. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those below and I will get to them as soon as I can. And if you are curious about what is accepted through the TSA checkpoints, they do have an app. And you can go online and search TSA, find their website, and there is a whole list of items that you can carry, things that it lists, whether it should be in your checked luggage or your carry-on. And if what you're going to be carrying is not on that list, you can email them and ask them. I've done that and got back results very fast. But I look forward to seeing everyone in the next video. Bye for now.